Well, hello everyone. Treecks here, and welcome to my new Let's Play. Welcome to the Let's Play of the best game ever made, at least close to the best game ever made, in my opinion. Welcome to The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask 3D. It brings me back to the very first Let's Play I ever made. The 3-heart challenge of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time original version. Back then I was under the impression that I would quickly also start playing this game. But later I changed my mind in thinking, yeah, why not just play all of the Zelda games in order? So I decided to not do this one as the next one. And therefore this one got postponed for a couple of years. But now it is finally going to happen. The direct sequel to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Not just the next Zelda game after that game, but also in story the direct sequel. After the events of Ocarina of Time, Link, in the young Link timeline, decided to leave the land of Hyrule in search of new adventure, but more importantly, in search of a friend. Probably Navi. It's not really confirmed which friend Link is looking for, but we're going to assume Navi, since Navi left Link's side at the end of Ocarina of Time, and Link went on a quest looking for her. And in the Lost Woods, Link gets ambushed by an evil person wearing a magical mask, dragging him into the land of Termina. However, this evil imp wearing this magical mask is not only bullying Link, he's also bullying this very same land of Termina by summoning a magic moon, which will come crashing down in 3 days' time, creating the darkest atmosphere in a Zelda game yet. Welcome to The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask 3D. Because before we get started, let's go talk about how I'm going to cover this project. As you can see, this is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D, therefore saying the remake of this game from 2015 on the Nintendo 3DS. This game I own 3 times, the original N64 version, I own this version, the remake of this game, and one on the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition on the GameCube. So this game will come by 3 times. But for the first time to cover this game, I would like to go for the most recent version, because I'd like to cover the 100% playthrough of this game first. There will be 2 more playthroughs of this game. One in the original N64 version later on, and one on the GameCube, on the Collector's Edition. But those 2 times I will play something different, probably going to be another 3-heart challenge, and 1 speedrun, probably. But for now, I'd like to cover the 100% playthrough first, showing off the full game. And trust me, I'm going to take my time covering this game. Because of me loving this game so much, I can't emphasize that enough. I will be trying to cover this game as slowly as I can. I will take my sweet time in this game. And there's also another reason why I think that is justified. And that is because this game is excellent in its details. This game is side quest central when it comes to the Zelda franchise. There is a lot of depth in this game, and therefore it deserves to show off as many details as it can. I'll try to do this all from memory, so excuse me if I sometimes forget something. So, unlike some games, I will not be playing with some notes with me. But the biggest thing I will try when covering this game is try to show off as many of the things as I can in this game. Showing off what this game all consists out of. And try to show off why this is probably one of the most perfect games ever made. Especially known for its gimmick, of course, because let's talk about the gimmick of this game. The 3-day cycle, that moon that is going to crash down on this world. Having only 3 days to actually try to save the world here. Of course, that is not enough. In 3 days' time, you cannot save this land of Termina. However, this game actually solves that in a most brilliant way. To actually restart the 3-day cycle over and over again, learning more information every single time, learning people's schedules to help you with side quests, and try to solve this moon falling problem here in Termina. That's all for the introduction. Let's get started. Okay, obviously we're going to want to go for a new save file. This old one looks a little bit complete. Not going to help us here. Okay, apparently inputting my name appears on my third screen. That's what you get for connecting an external keyboard to this. But anyway, this should still work. Enter. Yeah, there we go. Still worked. Okay, let's get in. In the land of Hyrule, there echoes a legend held dearly by the royal family that tells of a boy. A boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that had made him a legend. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey, a secret and personal journey. A journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend. A friend with whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends. Here's the story I just told. Link, even though her name is not mentioned, but it's pretty obvious they're talking about Navi here. The fairy that helped Link in Ocarina of Time, who left at the end of that game. And now Link is in the Lost Woods, searching for her. However, he will find something different. Here we have a couple of fairies, but they're clearly not Navi. If Link only knew what was waiting for him here. The Lost Woods. It does look a lot better than in Ocarina of Time. Hey guys. Hey! Okay, these fairies aren't friendly. Ooh, who do we have here? That's a nice looking mask you have there. Hehe, you two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh? This guy? Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Apparently he's thieving. Yeah, Link is knocked out. He can't do anything about it. Uh-oh. Oh, what a pretty ocarina. Hey, Skull Kid, let me touch it. I want to see. You can't, Tail. What would we do if you dropped it and broke it? No way, you can't touch it. But sis, why can't I try it out too? He awakens. Hey, that's mine. I don't have anything. Give that back. Oh, now you're also stealing my horse? Not going to happen. Okay, Link, this sure looks painful. Don't let this guy take Epona too. Yeah. In the end, Link wasn't able to hold on. And they flee into the tunnel, it seems. Okay, this looks like a perfect moment to finally get control over our character. Let's go talk about how the controls work here. The control stick obviously controls Link's movement. We can press any direction we want, as you can see. It's a 3D game after all. You can press the A button to do some actions, like rolling whenever we're running. We use the B button in order to use our sword. You can see we come equipped with our trusted Kokiri sword from Ocarina of Time, that we still have with us. And just like in Ocarina of Time, we can cut the grass for some rupees, which is the currency of this game as well. Okay, let's go talk about camera controls next. Here in this remake, because of it being on the 3DS, we actually have a right control stick, and that we can use to swing the camera around. It's pretty nifty to use. The Nintendo 64 version actually does not have that. We can use the L button in order to lock the camera behind Link, and if we hold the L button we can actually keep the camera there and Link can do sidestepping, backwards walking, and also do some jumping actions, just like in Ocarina of Time. And that is still present here. And if we have a sword out, we can also do a sword attack, which also functions as a forward jump. Nothing new, all returns from Ocarina of Time. Okay, let's go see where that Skull Kid ran off to. You may already know this, but here's a quick review of the basic controls. Move with the control stick, swing your sword with B. If there's a small platform, move towards it with the control stick to climb up. And when higher up, keep the control stick tilted towards the edge to jump. And if you fall down, you'll have to start over. Okay, this is basically trying to explain to us how to jump in this game. If we move towards an edge, Link will automatically jump. And here in Majora's Mask we even have some fancy jumps. Unlike in Ocarina of Time. Okay, let's move into the next tunnel. Chasing that guy. Oh, help. Geronimo! Ooh, what do we have here? Visions of the future? What are all these things? Oh great, I land in a plant. Now what? Oh, there you are. What's with that stupid horse of yours? It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it. Yeah, it only listens to me. There's no point in riding a thing like that, so I did a favor and got rid of it. Hey. Ah, boo-hoo, why the sad face? I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. Oh, come now, do you really think you can beat me as I am now, fool? Okay, there goes the mask. Like I explained, he has magical properties in that mask. It looks like he's going to do something with it we're not going to like. Whoa, what the hell? Deku Scrub ambush! Run away! But there's no running from this curse, Link. Oh no. Did he just change us into a Deku Scrub? Now that's a good look for you. You'll stay here looking like that forever. Okay, where are you going now? Change me back, you jerk. Hey! Stupid fairy. Sis? Yeah, it's what you get for bullying us. You forget to go through the door. Serves you right. Whoa, whoa, Skull Kid, wait for me! I'm still here! Tail, you can't leave without me! Yeah, the door won't open for a simple fairy. You! If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother. Well, don't just sit there, Deku boy. Do something! Why are you looking at me like that? What? Is there something stuck on my face? Oh, do you even have a face? Will you stop staring and just open that door for me? Please, come on, a helpless little girl's asking you. So, hurry up. Oh, Tail, I wonder if that child will be alright on his own. Okay, what the hell do you mean by that? But anyway, story is for later. We're at Deku Scrub now, as you can see. The time of human Link didn't last very long in this game. There's a couple of things that change around when it comes to controls. Not a whole lot. As you can see, moving around still functions the same. But we obviously don't have a sword anymore. And our roll gets changed into a spinning move now. Which in some instances is pretty handy, because we can easily cut grass with this. So for now, the fact that we don't have a sword can be forgiven. But trust me, we don't want to stay like this. We're a monster now. But okay, let's go in this door. Not so much to help you, but we also need to get this way, so... Hey, wait for me! Don't leave me behind! So, that stuff back there, I, apologize, so take me with you. You wanna know about that Skull Kid who just ran off, right? Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. Take me with you and I'll help you out. Deal? Please? Good. So, then it's settled. Oh, I can't remember me giving an answer. Now then, I'll be your partner, or at least until we catch that Skull Kid. My name is Tettle. So, nice to meet you, or whatever. Now that we've got all that straightened out, can we stop messing around and get moving? If I figure something out, press right on the D-pad and I'll tell it to you. Hopefully, you'll manage to get by without my help until then. Okay, whatever. Apparently we have a fairy partner now. It's not Navi, but it's Tettle this time around, who can help us with some information about this flower, for instance. If we stand by it, as you can see, we get a prompt for pressing right on the D-pad. Hey, if I call you, press right away. That choice of words is not a coincidence. I can tell you're not very used to your Deku Scrub body yet. Alright, listen up. If you press and hold the A button as a Deku Scrub while standing on a Deku flower, you can dive into it. If you wait a bit until releasing the A button, you'll launch out of the flower. Press A while flying to descend. Remember that? You can also press R to change your view while flying. Figure out what works best for you. And I understood all of that. Are you sure? One more thing. Press the A button when you're on the ground to perform a spin attack. That we already knew. But okay, that is apparently how these flowers work. We can dive into it while we're a Deku Scrub. We can use the control stick in order to aim and then pop out. And we can do some flying. Hell yeah. Already liking this Deku Scrub business. Okay, let's move on. Now we get a little bit of a platforming challenge involving these flowers. The game really wants to make sure that we know how these things work. Okay, and I see the first treasure of this game. Let's go see what is in here. You got a Deku Nut. Press the B button while flying to drop a Deku Bomb. Upon impact, it makes a blinding flash, freezing enemies in their tracks. Do you know how to use items? It's pretty important. Tap the Items tab on the lower screen to bring up the Select Item screen. Select an item with the control stick and assign it to X, Y, 1 or 2 on the right. You can also tap and slide to assign an item, so do whichever way you like best. Once you've assigned an item, press the corresponding button or tap the corresponding icon to use it. It's easy. Okay, and that is a prompt for me to explain the item selection and item usage of this game. Here in the 3DS version, we actually use the touchscreen, the bottom screen. I'll make it bigger in editing so you can follow along. In order to use items, press the Items tab at the bottom screen, and you can see all of the items we have. You can use the control stick in order to select them. And once you highlight one, you can actually press X or Y to put it on that button for usage. However, like Tettle explained, that's not the only way you can select items. We can also use our finger or a stylus in order to slide around items. We can actually use these two extra buttons, which can only be used with the touchscreen, for 2 additional places for items, for a maximum of 4 items per use on screen. Pretty interesting how that works here. However, I'd like to have regular items on the buttons, because I'm way more used to using buttons. The Deku Nut itself can be used in order to stun enemies. If we press the button, as you can see, we throw that nut in front of us and everything that's near it will be stunned. But the game also talked about the Deku Bomb usage, and that is actually used while flying. As you can see, while flying, it is actually assigned to the B button, and we can then press B to actually throw them from above. Not very practical in use, but it is possible. Whee! Couldn't resist. Hey you, come on, press L and talk to me. Okay, next tutorial. L targeting. Once Tettle actually highlights something, we can actually target that by pressing L. And then even press right in order to get some information. There you go. See? You can do it if you try. When I fly over to people or objects, you can use L to look at them so you can interact with them. Use L targeting to talk to people even when they're far away. Or, if there's no one to target, you can use L to look straight ahead. But enough about that for now. Come over to this tree and check it out. Yeah, because this tree is actually relevant. Remember how we look now. A Deku Scrub. And this looks like one too. It's strange, but the way you look right now sort of reminds me of this tree. It looks all dark and gloomy, almost like it could start crying any second now. How sad. Oh, you don't know the half of it. This tree over here might be the whole reason why we look like this. But more about that later. Don't want to give away too much yet. Just keep this tree in mind. And remember that it's actually involved with how we look right now. What the Skull Kid did to us. Let's go follow him. Speaking of that Skull Kid. Okay, where are we going to end up now? Okay, it seems we have left the forest. This looks like civilization to me. Let's go find out where we are. Okay. Well, there is a door up here. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Hey, I know you. You're this mask salesman from Ocarina of Time. I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So, here I am at a loss, and now I found you. Now, don't think me rude, but I have been following you. Hey, rude. For I know a way to return you to your former self. Oh, now I'm interested. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. The ocarina, you mean? In exchange, all I ask is that you get back my precious mask that the imp stole from me. What? Is it not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should be by no means a difficult task. Except... the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow. And I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Oh, and one more thing. Please be so kind to direct your gaze over there for a moment. That strange stone over there. Do you see it? It is called a Sheikah stone. When the world has weighed you down with worry, crawl inside and let it show you the way. If you ever find yourself lost on your grand adventure, seek the counsel of this wise old stone. It'll surely help you on your noble quest. Well then, I am counting on you. Okay, that imp, the Skull Kid. Apparently we need to get the mask back he was wearing. He stole it from this guy. And it's very important for him. And trust me, that is not going to be as easy as this guy thinks. If we ever get lost on our travels, don't know what to do, can't solve a puzzle, we can always use this stone. But I already know everything I need to do in this game, so I will skip out on that. Perhaps in the bonus content I will cover this, but for the normal adventure I don't need it. Speaking of normal adventure, let's go through this door. And let's go see what kind of world is waiting for us here in this new Zelda adventure.